Horses coming at it. Bowler over on the far side. Bowler just in front. Rockin' Horse is in for the fight. Bowler and Rockin' Horse, they hit it. Bowler.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 346 and proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. Well, this week we're going to preview our runners for Caloundra Cup Day at the Sunshine Coast on Saturday, the final meeting of the 2025 Queensland Winter Racing Carnival. Morning, Tony. Another great carnival for the stable with Antino winning a Group 1, Floozy a Group 2 and stake success for Transatlantic, Rockbridge and Tenzing.
Yeah, it was a good carnival. Would have liked to finish it with the Group 1 Floozy last weekend, but not to be. But overall, look, it's a pretty successful carnival. We'll round out our season in July, which is probably our most successful prize money, 2 Group 1s in a season, which has been fantastic. So it feels like a long carnival, doesn't it?
It
Going to
does.
the Sunshine Coast this weekend, it feels like a long time ago it started. I don't know whether we call the start of it here at Eagle Farm when we had the Victory Stakes meeting, or do we call the Gold Coast meeting to start the Hollandale Stakes? I'm not sure, but it feels like a long time ago now.
It does.
Well, some of our winter horses are already back in, getting ready for the spring. So it's been a busy period. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep.
Horses have raced really well, and hopefully we can round it out with the Caloundra Cup for Felix on the weekend.
Absolutely. Okay, now before we get into the preview, just let's announce the winner of our latest promotion with the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The prize is a racing package at the Novotel Brisbane Airport, including overnight accommodation, buffet breakfast for 2, a bottle of sparkling wine. I'll take that. And a transfer to the races. Okay, Tony, the winner is?
Greg Farrell.
Well done, Greg.
Well done, good prize.
Absolutely.
Excellent prize.
Congratulations, Greg. A representative of the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group will be in touch with your prize voucher. Okay, on to the preview of our runners at the Sunshine Coast on Caloundra Cup Day. The rail will be in the true position. The track's currently a heavy 9. The forecast is for sunny days ahead, so we should at least get to the better side of soft, you'd think.
I'm not sure. I'd imagine we get into the soft range. However, I don't think it gets any worse than soft. It's a funny track. It doesn't dry out as good as it used to do this time of the year, but holy hell, it's been windy.
Very windy.
Yesterday, today, still really windy. So if they're copying the wind up there is what we're getting here and everywhere else, then you'd think it'd have to keep on improving. Eagle Farm improved nicely yesterday. It's a different track, however, to Caloundra. So look, I'll just work on soft ground, but it'll be that drying out soft.
Okay. We start in race 1, which is the benchmark 70 handicap over 1,200 metres. We'll have 2 runners in it. We'll start with Pivotal Lad. He'll carry 57.5 with Emily Lang's 1.5 kilo claim. He has drawn barrier 15 and is paying $20 to win with Ladbrokes and $6 for the place. He is third up now, likes the track and the trip. Was okay from the back last start when stuck on the inside at Ipswich.
Yeah, he was good. This track and trip will suit him way better. He always runs good at Sunny Coast and he loves cutting the ground.
Yep.
I think the horse is going good. I thought he was a hidden good run at Ipswich the other day. It was hard for horses to make up ground, particularly early in the meeting. He had no real clear room down the straight either, no clear run on. I think if M can settle midfield or a touch off on him and get to the centre of this big track where horses will come down this crown all day, I think he's a big improve. I think he's way over the odds.
Okay. The other runner we have is Gospel Girl. She'll carry 56.5 kilos. Angela Jones rides and she'll jump from barrier 10. She's paying $7 to win and $2.70 for the place with Ladbrokes at the moment. First up and has proven to be a good first up performer. Won a 1,000-metre trial at Doomben comprehensively a month ago.
Yeah, she's going really good. She's going super this mare. I never thought she'd get to this level.
No.
First prep when I had her working, I thought she might struggle to win a race, but she's improved. I've taken the blinkers off her. I'm just not so sure they were the right gear. Her trials and jump outs without them have been terrific. She puts herself in a good spot. Her trial was good. Her jump out after that in a good heat was really good against some smart horses. So she's in good order. She'll pose you up, find a nice enough spot, and she loves cutting the ground as well. Another really good chance. I'd probably have her on top.
Okay.
But at the price, 20 to 1, Pivotal Lad, he's hard to go past for me, both totes.
Okay. We go to race 3, which is the cutest 2-year-old handicap over 1,000 metres. We'll have 2 runners in this one as well. We'll start with Formula Rossa. She'll carry 55 kilos with Emily Lang's 1.5 kilo claim, and she's drawn barrier 5. She's paying $12 to win with Ladbrokes and $3.50 for the place. First up after making the Magic Millions 2-year-old classic last preparation, has been given a good grounding to get into this, including 2 trials and a jump out.
Yeah, she's been in work a while. She's been a bit of a slow burn. I wasn't loving the way that she's begun the prep off, but as we've got further into this prep, she's got better and better and better. She's improved again off what we saw at the last lot of trials or jump outs. She's in good order. She looks really well. She'll love soft ground. She ran really well at this track and trip her first start, and just got back and hit the line. That's what she'll do here. There's enough pressure. She settles sort of mid to back, and she'll really power down the straight. I think she's a really good chance. Very fit, very ready for this race. I quite like her.
The other runner we have is Lucky Lass, and she'll carry 55 kilos, and Angela Jones will ride her, and she's drawn barrier 4. With the Ladbroke, she's paying $19 to win and $4.80 for the place. One on debut, then she was put out. She's third up now for this preparation and did stick on well last start for second over the 1200 metres.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good. The 1200, they just found her out. The stronger horse probably just found her out in Ipswich the other day. She showed nice speed, put herself on speed. When I looked what I'd do with, I thought we'd come back to the 1000. The ground concerns me a little bit. I think she wants better ground rather than wetter ground, but this will be a lot better track than what she raced on the day she failed on the wet. This will be better than that. So she got a low draw. She'll posse up, find a good spot on speed. With a tough 1200 metre run under her belt back to the 1000, she should be solid here. I think she's a good chance. She makes her own luck, got a good informed jock on. She runs well. Who do I have on top here? Formula Rossa.
Formula Rossa. Okay, now we go to race 5, which is the open plate over 1,000 metres, and we'll have 3 runners. We'll start with Nettuno, 57 kilos, Damien Thornton in the saddle, and he'll jump from barrier 1. With Ladbrokes, Nettuno's paying $7 to win and $2.40 for the place. Hasn't been far away on all his 4 runs as prep, finishing off each of them strongly. Finally does draw a barrier and is 3 from 4 at this track and distance.
I'd probably rather him draw out in this race, to be honest, than in, which is a bit annoying, but he just keeps finding the wrong part of the track. He's going really well. He should have, well, I felt he should have won last start. He just couldn't get to the right part of the track at the right time. He's going excellent. There's nothing wrong with the way he's going. He loves this track and trip. He loves cutting the ground. Damien's ridden him before, knows him. Oh, look, he ticks all the boxes for me. There's enough pressure up front. As long as we can get to the right part of this track with room, I think he's very hard to beat.
Okay, the next one we'll talk about is All That Pizzazz. He'll carry 56 kilos. Angela Jones rides barrier 3. With Ladbrokes, he's paying $9.50 to win and $2.90 for the place. Second up in is a 2-time winner. Second up, finished off strongly, just over a length from the winner in the Listed Lightning. First up.
Good run first up. Just peaked late off the one trial. Definitely showed he's back to his best, I thought, that day. He feels good. His action's great here at home. He jumps, he finds a nice spot on the back of the speed here. He'll present really well, race a lot better than his odds, and handles the ground, loves cutting the track.
And the third one is Millane, 56 kilos. Emily Lang will ride him from barrier 11, and he's paying $9 to win with Ladbrokes and $2.80 for the place. Like Nettuno is a get-back runner that needs everything to go right. He's drawn a little bit sticky, and no doubt will be hoping to get to the crown of the track.
Yeah, I don't think the draw's bad at all. He'll be 3 wide somewhere with cover in the second half of the field. Look to blend him down the outside. He'll be a strong horse at the end of the 1000. I normally have him at 1200, not back under this trip, but I really want to get him onto a track with cut in it, and there was rain forecast, so I scratched him last week with this in mind. The harder they go up front, the better the chance for him to finish off. I think Emily will suit him.
Okay.
I think just a change up of rider, a younger kid on, and I think he'll enjoy that, this horse. I think he'll jump better. Like I said, somewhere midfield to back 3 wide cover. I think he runs on well. The interesting bunch this. I'm going to put Nettuno on top, so I just think the horse is going absolutely super. But I think this race is very, very open. Any of those 3 could win the race, plus a few other chances, obviously, outside of our own.
Okay. Race 7 is the Listed Glasshouse Handicap over 1,400 metres. You've won this race previously with Crone and Elmer's Fury. This year we have Sunset Dreaming, and she'll carry 53 kilos. Angela Jones will ride barrier 8, and she's paying $20 to win with Ladbrokes and $5 for the place. She's second up after joining our stable, and was an eye catcher from the back first up in the Listed Gay Waterhouse over the 1200. Yeah,
she was brilliant in the Gay Waterhouse. She really got home late on a day where it was hard to make up that ground. The winner of that race, King, just got a beautiful run behind them. I thought here we get a lovely run, probably in midfield. Wouldn't be back all that far off barrier 8, midfield, and then look to get to the crown and run on. The track seems to suit her. 1,400 seems to be okay, particularly the way that she races. It's just whether she can reproduce her performance again second up, like the first up run she did. We don't know her that well. We haven't had her that long. I think she's a really nice mare. Potentially, if she stays for the next 12 months, she can definitely get to this grade. So
Okay.
whether she's there straight away for us or not, I'm not sure. I'm a little bit guarded, but she's definitely improved off Ipswich, and she's going really, really well.
Okay. Race 8 is the Listed Caloundra Cup over the 2400 metres, and Amex won this race for you back in 2016. This year we have Felix going around, Felix The Scat, and he'll carry 53 kilos with Mark Duplessis riding, barrier 7. Felix is paying $13 to win at the moment and $3.90 for the place with Ladbrokes. Won at this track 2 starts ago over the 1800 metres before just getting bloused late in the Ipswich Cup last start. You've taken the blinkers off and put the visors on.
Yeah, it's a little subtle, soft, weak gear change really. He just got to the front too early at Ipswich, and he just waited for them. Once they got to him, he actually fought on good through the line. He's a bit of a think. He had a timey run on him. Mark just decided to go when he did because the tempo just slackened. His win at Sunshine Coast was really good at 1800. Obviously he handles the track. He wants this track to keep on drying out, but I'm sure it'll get to a surface suitable enough for him. Interesting race, this race. I think he's over the odds. I thought he was a really good run at Ipswich, considering knowing the horse and knowing he was just exposed in front for way, way too long. He's a really good top 3 chance here. I don't know how good the favourite is. Obviously it comes with that Melbourne-Sydney form. But I think this track will be suitable enough for him conditions-wise. He's very fit. It's by far the best he's looked all prep. He just continued to improve as the prep's gone on, and I'd expect a really good race from him Saturday.
Okay, just going back to the visors, what's the difference between blinkers and visors?
Yeah, so the visors are a set of blinkers basically with a slit cut out of them so that they're restricted, but they can see something. Now, I don't know. I'm lukewarm if they work or they don't work, but you know, they're there just in case he has to be in front and he's and you can see them coming a little bit, I suppose. Look, I'm not sure. I think they're interesting gear change. If they don't do anything, they won't hinder him in any way. So he'll still have the effect of blinkers basically on him. I think with this horse, rather than worry too much about that gear change, I'd be more worried about timing our run on him and trying to get there, only get to the front within that last 100 metres.
Okay. Race 9 is the benchmark 85 handicap over 1400 metres, and we'll have 2 runners in this, and we'll talk about Castillian first, 58 kilos, Ryan Millane, barrier 16. He's paying $3.90 to win and $1.80 for the place with Ladbrokes. Is in career best form, coming off back-to-back wins, both over the 1350. Last start was from the front as well.
Yeah, well, the first one, he was just behind him, he bloused, and then he led the other day, which we saw him doing a jump out or trial previous to that win at the midweeks. They've been good. He'll just roll forward here and find a spot anywhere in the first 3 pairs. It doesn't look to be a whole lot of tempo in this race. There's a bit of scratch out of it already. There's not a whole bunch of speed, but big fields generate tempo. But he'll roll up on speed. Where he lands in that first 4 or 5, I don't really care as long as we get a nice enough run. They'll definitely race off fence in the straight here, no matter what happens. So he loves cutting the ground. He absolutely loves it. So the fact that he raced as well as he did, you know, on quite a good track at Ipswich the other day, you know, puts us in good stead here. I think his horse is in career best form. The blinkers have really turned him on. I can't see why he can't go on his winning ways. Okay.
The other runner is Habeebah. She'll carry 53 kilos with Emily Lang's 1.5 kilo claim, and she's drawn barrier at 17. She's paying $18 to win with Ladbrokes and $5 for the place. She's a staying mare that is first up on Saturday. Looks to run well, fresh, going off her 1,000-metre jump out win a fortnight ago.
Yeah, her jump out was good, but really she draws some bad gates.
Yeah, she does. Terrible.
She's got the first light curse for bad barriers, which we've heard of other horses that they have, which is unfortunate because she is going well. I'm not sure she could win a 1,400 anyway, so I hope we get these bad barriers out of the road now and possibly her next run before we get out to the 2,000. But she's come back really, really good. This is her second prep, racing sort of prep with us from coming over from Europe, and she's going to have a really good preparation. Once she gets up in trip, she's definitely one to follow. So she's probably not one to back Saturday, but she's definitely one to follow as the prep goes on.
Okay. We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who is your best winning chance at Caloundra Cup Day at the Sunny Coast on Saturday?
Castillian to make it 3 in a row.
Okay, your best each way chance?
Nettuno.
And your best...
But that could easily have been Pizzazz or Millane, to be honest. I really like our chances in that race, which is a good race. It's a new race last year, I think, Adam. We won it with Nettuno. I think he'll go back to back.
Okay, your best out elsewhere? We've got the Gold Coast Saturday and Kilcoy on Sunday.
Spree de jour.
Okay.
Kilcoy. Depends on where we draw, obviously a bit later today, but I thought she was all but the winner at the Gold Coast the other day. I don't love her around Kilcoy, but she's going really well.
Okay, your best track worker this week?
There's nothing wrong with the way Castillian. He worked with it, mate, Tuesday morning. He worked up quite nice, and Felix is going great in the Cup. I could easily have had him each way, actually.
Okay.
Got a good each way team in on Saturday. They're good big fields, Caloundra.
Yep.
Around the carnival there. Big massive fields, all pretty good starts up there. So there's no real negative for the starts. So a good day's racing.
Okay. Now it is time for Cavs Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. No go for Cavs multi-win again
Shocked me.
last week. Let's see if he reverts back to his place multi this week to try and get some money back in the bank. Over to you, Cav.
Welcome to Cavs Corner. This week we will travel to the Sunshine Coast on Saturday. We'll go Formula Rossa a place, into Nettuno a place. Good punning.
And yes, he has gone back to the place multi.
Beautiful. Formula Rossa.
Formula Rossa a place, into Nettuno a place.
Beautiful. I don't mind that at all. Formula Rossa run great. She'll be ridden a little bit conservative to get into her action. Finish off, and she'll run really, really good, that filly.
Well, it bodes well for Nettuno.
Oh, worries me for my tip. Jeez.
Anyway, good luck on Saturday, Tony. Let's see if we can finish off the carnival with a bang.
Yeah, thanks, Claire. No, good luck, everyone. Have a great weekend. At the moment, everyone here, rug up.
Absolutely.
Windy, cold, it's winter.
Yep.
Rug up, and hopefully we can get a bit warmer day on Saturday and back some winners.
Absolutely. Best of luck to everyone.